And he sets something up. Here's Gibbs. Hat-trick for Joey Gibbs. And it gets worse for City United, 58. 6-1. It's round 12 of the competition. And once again, it's a football feast. Manly travel to Bonnyrigg looking to upset the White Eagles. The Spartans host the Sharks looking for a turn in form. Parramatta meet Marconi. Apia host Rockdale. And Sydney Olympic travel down the coast to meet the Wolves. Plus, our match of the round sees a huge clash between Sydney United 58 and Blacktown City FC. The action is exclusive to Football New South Wales TV. This is the PS4 National Premier League's New South Wales Men's 1. We start this week with a crucial catch-up game as Bonnyrigg took on Blacktown City FC midweek. The White Eagles had the first chance of the match when Alex Chanak went close with his shot, but it was directed straight into the path of Nenad Vekic. Robbie Eunice then went close again to opening the scoring, but the ball slipped over the bar. 2 minutes after half-time, Bonnyrigg should have broken the stalemate. Alex Mansueto missing an unbelievable chance. And 3 minutes later, they were made to pay. Sasamatsura's cross found Joey Gibbs, who'd laid the ball off for Danny Choi, who simply did the rest. 1-0 to Blacktown. And 10 minutes later, it was 2-0. Gibbs combining with Choi once again, who calmly converted for his double. But Bonnyrigg weren't going to lie down, although fortunately, they pull a goal back 15 minutes from time. Yuta Kakada's miscue fell to Aaron Peterson, who placed his shot well, 2-1. And as is customary in this competition, there was late drama. Bonnyrigg rescuing a point in the final minute. Tynan Diaz's cross found Dylan Fox, who headed home to snatch a point for the White Eagles. So an entertaining clash. Blacktown City FC will rue the dropped points, whilst Bonnyrigg get out of jail. It finished all square, 2-2. After their midweek appointment, Bonnyrigg hosted Manly on Saturday night, and they didn't suffer from any signs of fatigue, opening the scoring on 13 minutes, when Aaron Peterson slotted home to give the home side the ideal start, after a good ball from Alexander Doyle. Daniel Bragg tried to mount a response for Manly on 24 minutes, but his shot went well wide. They inched closer again 2 minutes later through Reece Williams, who tried to chip Bonnyrigg keeper James Chronopoulos, but again the back of the net evaded Manly. And the night got even more frustrating on 77 minutes, when Bonnyrigg made it 2-0. Robbie Eunice needed 2 attempts to get the ball over the line, but he got it done to double the advantage. Bonnyrigg were well in charge, but things turned just a minute later. Alex Doyle clashed with Brendan Chalakian, and the Bonnyrigg man was shown a red card for what looked like the use of the head. Manly would take advantage of the extra man, pulling a goal back, although it was a consolation. Chalakian reducing the deficit with a lovely taken goal from range, but wrong-footed James Chronopoulos in stoppage time. But time was not on their side, and that's how this one finished, 2-1 at the Bonnyrigg Sports Club. After a disappointing last few weeks, the Spartans hosted the Sutherland Sharks at Blacktown Football Park, looking for 3 points. And they made the best possible start, opening the scoring on 8 minutes. When Nathan Denham failed to hold onto a free kick, Mitchell Long was on the scene to capitalise, 1-0. but the Sharks would square the ledger just 2 minutes later. Zhongyin Park hitting the back of the net with a lovely place shot. 1-1. Then 2 minutes later, the Sharks had the lead by Antonio finding Sean O'Connell, who showed great poise to place the ball home. And the goals didn't stop there. The Sharks making it 3-1 on 25 minutes. Park tapping home for his second after Carlos Saliadare was upended by his own defender. Jordan Figon then added a fourth when he galloped from inside his own half before beating the on-rushing Saliadare well. 4-1 to the Sharks. The Spartans would pull a goal back on 63 minutes. Hayden Morton's shot was latched onto by Shu Suzaki, who turned nicely and beat Denham. 4-2. But it was the Sharks' night and they emphatically ended proceedings on 78 minutes. Zhongyin Park finding the back of the net once again to record his hat-trick. A stunning night for him. 5-2 it finished. So a convincing display by the Sharks, who show what they're capable of on their day, whilst the Spartans' struggles continue. Both teams came into this one needing a win as they hoped to climb up the table. The Stallions went close to opening the scoring early, Anthony Flood hitting the upright with his header in the 8th minute. Marco Sama then had a chance for Parramatta in the 17th minute, but Jacobo D'Antimo saved well. John Soronas could have given Parramatta the lead just after half-time, but he sprayed his shot wide. Parramatta continued to press and went close again on 54 minutes, but Blade Richards failed to convert. Blade Richards then had a chance for Parramatta in the 17th minute, only for Damien Travis to deny him. Marconi was second best for much of the match, but they surged late, and Parramatta had keeper Luke Turnbull to thank for not going behind on 85 minutes, saving well from Drury. Then in the final minute, Robert Speranza denied Marconi, blocking Robbie Shield's shot, just as it looked like Marconi would take the win. In the end, it finished scoreless as both sides blew chances. 0-0 it finished. Rockdale travelled to Lambert Park hoping to stop the red-hot Apia, and they were handed the perfect opportunity to do that when they won a penalty on 21 minutes. Mid-form Marco Jesic stepped up and made no mistake. It was 1-0 to the Suns. Nine minutes later, it was 2-0. Brett Studman heading the ball into the path of Alex Jurasevsky, who fired home to stretch the Suns' lead. And amazingly, 5 minutes before the halftime break, it was 3. Paul Reed and Tofik Alameddine combining before Jurasevsky grabbed his double. 3-0. But just before the interval, Apia pulled a goal back. Michael West poking the ball home to give Apia some hope. Then just after the restart, it was game on. Nicholas Olsen placed his shot well. 3-2. And 10 minutes from time, Apia were levels. Brett Sutherland rose high and fired home the header, and somehow Apia had pulled the game from the fire. And 5 minutes from time, the chance of pulling off the great escape was handed to Apia, and they won a penalty after Blake Powell was fouled. It's been rare seeing Powell not get on the score sheet for the Tigers this year, and the striker Julie took on the responsibility, converting from the spot and handing Apia a famous win. It's one the Suns will want to firmly put behind them as Apia come from the clouds to take all 3 points. The South Coast Wolves welcomed Sydney Olympic to Wollongong and they flew out of the blocks, opening the scoring in just the 3rd minute, when Bradley Welch tucked the ball home after Stoich's initial shot rebounded off Brendan Hooper. The Wolves went close to a second on 21 minutes when Peter Simonovsky sent Paul Henderson scrambling, the effort clipping the roof of the net. Soon after, the Wolves surged again. This time Henderson was called upon to deny Simonovsky once more. Olympic finally found their groove and managed to grab an equaliser on 54 minutes, when Go Shirai found space to fire past Manis. The goal sparked Olympic into life in the final quarter, creating several chances. Nick Satalios linked with William Angel on 69 minutes, but Angel's square ball couldn't find a teammate. Then 7 minutes from time, acting skipper Taya Soeda forced Manos into a fine save from a free kick after initially beating the wall. No luck for Olympic, just as the Wolves had experienced earlier. In the end, Olympic couldn't find a breakthrough as the Wolves held on for their well-earned point. 1-1 at finish.
Good afternoon and welcome to Adenza Park. This is Sydney United Sports Centre and the match of the round between Sydney United 58 and Blacktown City. These two heavyweights are about to go toe-to-toe from the bell, so let's go to your commentator, Adam Santarossa.
Time now for the match of the round as Sydney United 58 meet Blacktown City FC. Both teams sit inside the top 4 of the competition and are expected to be contenders in the latter parts of the season. They've enjoyed a storied rivalry in recent years, and if those previous meetings are any indication, this one will be entertaining. Let's go and check out all the action. So can Blacktown City FC strike a blow here? Choi sends it in. Passfield clears. Evans regains possession though. Now Fragile Giannis. And he was fouled, so he'll win a free kick. And Fragile Giannis switches things. Now Major. Doesn't have a lot in front of him. And wins a foul. Been the story of the opening few moments. Choi sends it in again. Gibbs is there. It's 1-0. Joey Gibbs puts Blacktown City FC into the lead. And, well, you have to say it's what they've deserved. They've flown out of the blocks here in the opening few minutes. And Joey Gibbs rose highest and Passfield can only watch on. So Blacktown City FC have come flying out of the blocks and City United 58 can't contain them for the moment. Through that man Gibbs. Major. Now Choi. Using his pace to get in behind. Surging again. Here's Evans. Oh, it's 2. They are red hot at the moment. And Connor Evans slams the ball home. And Blacktown City FC stretch their lead even further. Evans only needed half a chance. The missed kick from Gibbs, and it's 2-0 to Blacktown City FC. Lewis will send it long. A couple to pick out. Nikas clears for City United. This is better from them. They've certainly improved in these last few moments, finding their groove. Here's Molesky. That's a brilliant ball from him. Picks out Triantis. They have a goal back. That's better from City United 58. They show exactly what they can do when they flick the switch. And what about the ball from Molesky? And Triantis with a cool finish.
10, Chris Triantis.
Game on once again. Nikas. We'll get it back here. Trying to link up, but can't quite find a teammate. And this is where they're deadly, Blacktown. Plenty of pace on the break. And this man displaying it here, Danny Choi. Just waiting for support. We'll find it now with Matsura. Now Evans. Fadrogiannis. Sends it in. Oh, it's in the back of the net. Ibrahim Haydar has headed it into his own net. Gibbs and Major will celebrate as we look at the replay. Passfield comes, he doesn't get there, and Haydar disastrously heads it home.
So Passfield sending it long, restarting us once again. The other side can claim possession, although it falls to Troy now. He hands it straight back. Nikas now. City United 58 getting bodies forward. Cardoso goes down, it's a penalty. Well, out of nothing, Zach Cancross, the captain, has brought him down. And this is a big chance for City United 58. So Nick has to take. Often so deadly from here. Oh, he's hit the post. Well, you don't see that very often. Paddy Nikas, reliable from the spot, but not this afternoon.
So Bilic sent long from Sydney United 58. Thought there might have been a hint of a handball. It was. My fan tell me. So Nick has to take. Sent in. Bekic fumbles. And he'll win a free kick. So Bekic restarts us once again. Matsura wins possession. Been a rock this afternoon. That's a good ball from him. Setting things up. Here's Antelmi. They have another goal. They are turning on the style this afternoon at the Sydney United Sports Centre. And Patrick Antelmi with a cool finish. Great ball from Matsura. He's been a standout this afternoon. But Antelmi, that is not easy.
Score by number 16, Patrick.
Off balance,
Antelmi.
riding the challenge as well. And
Sydney United
finishes
58 FC 1, Blacktown
with some
City
class.
4.
Taken quickly. Gibbs is in behind. Sydney United 58. Now look to clear their lines, and Nikas has dealt too long. Evans has stole in. And it's a free kick to Blacktown City FC. Nikas will go in the book as well. It's going to be Gibbs to take. Joey Gibbs! Oh, he has another! Well, everything he does is turning to gold this afternoon. 5-1. The wall didn't do its job. He snuck it home. And Passfield has to pick the ball out of his net once again. And
Goal
under
for
the
Blacktown
wall.
City.
It's criminal.
Score by number 9,
And Joey Gibbs strikes gold
Sydney
again.
United.
And it's, well, damage control for Sydney United 58 at the moment. They just haven't been at the races this afternoon. Here's Matsura. Does well to ride the challenge. Now Major. Wouldn't he love to get amongst the goals? Here's Araujo. Can he set something up? Here's Gibbs! Hat-trick for Joey Gibbs. And it gets worse for City United 58. 6-1. Would you believe it? But what about the afternoon that man has had? And credit the goal to Araujo, but look at that defence. Splitting 3 Sydney United 58 defenders. Araujo picks out Gibbs, and once again Passfield beaten to the punch. And that is full time here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. We said going in there'd be goals, excitement and plenty of entertainment, but no one expected this. In the end, Blacktown City FC turning it on in some style. It's finished. Blacktown City FC 6, Sydney United 58 1.
Justin Passfield, obviously disappointed with the result today. Was there anything you can sort of put your finger on that went wrong?
Look, I think they were just a better side today. You know, full credit to them. They took their opportunities when they got them. So, yeah, we'll just come back on Tuesday and start working, preparing for Sutherland next week. So it's a big game for us, you know. So we'll just look forward to that from now.
Was there any sort of indication maybe before the game or in the warm-up or something that the boys weren't quite on?
No, not at all, not at all. Like I said, they were the better team today, and full credit to them. So that's all I can say really about today.
Joey Gibbs, obviously pretty pleased to get a hat-trick.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to score, you know, and a big team like Sydney United and another big team like us, it was always going to be a tough game. And yeah, no, we've been just building momentum over the past few weeks, and it's individually and as a team, so it's all come together.
What do you think about the performance today? I was saying before to someone that you guys are just so relentless. Even when you're 1 or 2 goals up, you're always trying to score more goals.
Yeah, no, we're an attacking side, but I think, again, it's important to look at our defensive record. I think we're the best defence in the league too, so those boys do a massive job at the back, so it's important to give credit where credit's due.
That's all we have time for this week in the PS4 National Premier League's New South Wales Men's 1. Join us next time for our Match the Round as the Rockdale City Suns meet the Blacktown Spartans. I'm Adam Santarossa, thanks for your company, see you next time.